In my last video, I diagnosed this car to have a bad driveline dampener, and today we're going to fix it, except for this is going to take several days. So it's going to be pieced together and you're going to see some changes happening. So before we get started on this is what we're working with. This is the state that it's in. Obviously a 2-post lift would be a little bit easier, but we've got a 4-post and we're making it work. So we're going to take the wheels off, we're going to take the bumper off, we're going to take all the things off that are in the way till we can get the transmission out so we can service what's under there. So the rest of this is going to be a time lapse of everything we've got going on, because this is pretty involved and I'm not going to give you those kind of specifics.
actually a little high right now, but we'll bring it down and bring it back in. See anything?
I see a DLD.
But is it a boy? Is it a girl? It's a broken DLD.
I think I see the spot that broke off, but it's hard to tell from right here.
Hang on. Help me out, show me.
What do I have to do with?
Make sure I'm not hanging anything and let me push it through the car.
You appear to be clear.
Okay, well, we'll push him back as far as we can.
All right, we are out of space.
That's what we want. Outer space.
So a closer look at what we got going on. Here's what broke off that ended up down here. You can see a little bit better now. Then these wear marks. You notice it's a cutout there. Should be flat across, so it just wears away. So the spring cutting away down right there. Presumably, cutting right here is what weakens the spring here, which ends up breaking it off. And that's how you get where you should be on these. Now, we have seen some newer DLDs that are designed a little bit different to where you may not experience that, but we've only seen one like that, so we don't know at what point those changed over. But this could possibly be a recurring thing in the future, even with a new part. We're not sure if maybe they got smart and changed the toughness of the metal. It's one of those things we'll kind of have to wait and see over time as these are getting replaced. our beautiful 675 LT is coming back together. We've got the bulk of it back together. Suspension is back together. We're working on heat shields right now, as well as we've done the clutch and transmission service while we were back here. That was part of the original plan anyway. It is due for it. So we're wrapping that up. But we're very close to getting this thing started. We do have to do coolant, so we'll add that. But we are getting very, very close on first start of this guy going back together with a new driveline dampener. Now with everything together, coolant in place, actual first start. So we've got this running and we're going to run it for 2 minutes in preparation for topping off the transmission and the clutch fluid, but we're also checking to make sure we don't have any leaks. Okay, we've got a bunch of the bodywork back together. We've got protective tape we got to take off, but the only thing left is going to put in the fender liners, put on the wheels, do our under trays that you can't see because it's dark, the diffuser, and then we can go for the test drive, make sure everything's good to go. Also, a side note, there's a bunch of cool other stuff that's in here too. Not to brag here, but sick collection for real.
And as it turns out, at this point, I turned off the camera, forgot to turn it back on for putting the other things back together, and finishing the video. So we got it all back together. Everything was fine. We went on the test drive 2 that night. And then we went on another one the next morning just to make sure that everything was good. Now, you may have noticed I probably could have put in a little bit more information in the video footage. Now, I didn't do that because we were on a very tight time frame. We were only there for a few days. We want to make sure we absolutely got it done, so we focused on getting the job done more than making the video. But you see, everything that was entailed in getting that DLD replaced. You have to take the entire back end of the car apart and take the transmission out. Then it's, a few bolts to swap that piece out and then put it all right back together. So just a whole lot to go through to get to that point. But everything was good. Customer is happy. And that was a job completed, a very difficult job, and a location that had absolutely no tools at all. We had to bring 100% of what we had. We had the lift, and that's all we had. So we got all that done. Everything went great. You also might notice a couple other things in the video. We did spend some time doing coolant clamps. We replaced all the clamps while we were in there. We did the transmission service. We did the clutch service. Both those were already planned. So this is something that McMedics can do on site if you're experiencing that problem. You can also send the car to us. It might be a little bit easier on us because we know we have everything. But as you saw, we can do it pretty much anywhere. We do have to have a lift of some type, be it 2-post or 4-post, 2-post being preferred. But we got it done. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you found it entertaining or useful. If you have any questions about what was going on in this video, comment those below. Make sure you hit subscribe and check all the other new videos. And if you noticed, I was on the phone a lot at the beginning of the video. It's because our rental car that had 3,500 miles on it had a failed transmission, and I had to get a new one. So they had to come with a rollback, pick the old one up, and then argue with them to bring me another car. The whole thing took like 5 hours. That's why I was on the phone.